Hello. How are you guys doing? Excellent. Well done today, all of you. Very nice performance. Okay. Let's work on, I think the number one thing I would like to work on with you is awareness of sound quality. Your time is excellent. I can't always say that. So congratulations. It's a very good thing to have in your pocket. Now, what is it about the sound that you need to be more aware of? Let's talk about that. Okay. Clotting dishes, was that the slow one? I'm only on band 25. Not sure. It's like I don't even know my own name. Clotting visions. I know you guys are expert listeners because, as I told every band here, you have heard music every day of your lives. You know good music when you hear it. You might not be able to identify what is off on it, but you know immediately that it's lacking grace, is the way I kind of put it. It just doesn't flow well. It sounds good. So, as I said before, your time is very good. So we're not going to work on your time hardly at all. We're going to work on what you imagine the sound to be. So let's play, say, the first 4 bars. Percussion, you guys are going to be a little not too busy for the next couple minutes, so just relax. Okay, here's the very beginning of Colliding Visions. 2, 1. That's actually supposed to be there. You know that, of course. Okay, now what is the dynamic? Well, forget about the dynamic. What are dynamics? The volume. Are you guys aware of how loud or soft you're playing? So what dynamic are you guys playing? No. Guess again. What dynamics do you think you're playing? Mezzo forte to approaching forte. So would you say this guys, this is a shout section that you're trying to get people's attention from across a busy street? The beginning of this? This is a lullaby. I mean, that's probably the furthest I could take it, so we don't want to wait for baby. It's just flowing, beautiful. So now, can you think that there's a baby next to you? And you're going to play so that they continue to sleep. Here we go again. 1, 2. Thank you very much. I like that way better. Now what you've done is you've changed the mood. Dynamics are about the emotion. Right now, you've got me sensitive on me, and all you did was play soft. You don't have to feel sensitive or, want to cry. You need to just play soft to make the audience cry, if the music dictates that. Now, do you guys notice that what are these things over the notes? Slurs. What do you do with the slur? You don't tug it, but I hear da, da, da. So the slur will help with that specialness. Try again. And it's da, 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 So here's one last thing. I hear the first note into the second is brilliant. The second bar into the third, you guys take a lunch break with sound. Any particular reason why? So when I hear it, I hear. So you can take a breath there, but you have to take a breath that's really quick. You won't need much because you just have to play another 2 bars. So try and play that second half note you have there long. Again, 1, 2, slur. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. So now what we're doing is we're stitching it together. So now we have a lovely melody that it continuously moves through those first 4 bars. Okay, let's do, where's it? Okay, that's where they come in. So bar 5, please. Guys, everybody that has that melody, anytime you have a half note, play right to the next note. Or if you don't take a breath, make sure it's really, really short. Here we go, bar 5, 2. Know what your other colleagues sound like while you're playing? Bass is kind of easy for you. Right? Once you put an instrument or you start singing, you kind of lose track of where everybody is around you. But the essence is that you have to train yourself to hear around the group, because that's how you're going to start balancing. And when you balance, you can start playing a tune. Let's try that again from bar 5, please. So I want you to actually take 20% of your listening while you play, even if you can't play well because of it, and just listen to the group while you do it. It's a training exercise, guys. You don't have to be great at it. You just have to experiment. 1, 2, 5. Go from 5, I'll clap. And then you can work on listening as well. 1, bar 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, bar 7, 2, 3, bar 8, 2. Am I confusing? I am confusing, aren't I? What am I asking you to do that's different? Yeah. Yes. Now, does music change often? So you have to train to change often. Do it again. 1, bar 5, 1 bar 3, and then you come in. 1, slow stuff's the hard. Fast stuff, I think you have to down back. Okay, this is the hardest stuff to do, without a doubt. But the quality of sound that you play with is based on what you want it to be, not what you get. What you get is a result of what you thought of. That's the hard part. That's the really hard part about training to be a good musician. You have to think music while you play. You can't just play. Otherwise, there's nothing driving the car. So you have accidents. Okay, that's fine. Ceremony. Now, this is a faster piece, but your sound still has to blend. And that was one of the things I wrote down on the sheet, the education sheet, is that you need to learn to blend more. Well, you only need to learn to blend by listening to one another. That's all you got to do. If you can do that often, you will start to play more like a blended band. Just because you are good musicians. you have to ask for. Try again. Ceremonial. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, ready, go. Guys, is that in tune or out of tune, that last note? If you don't know, it's perfectly fine. It's out of tune. How do I know it's out of tune? The sound. What about the sound? What is it about the sound that shows it's out of tune? It does this. Oh, 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 oh. It vibrates. If it goes wow, 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 it's much closer. Can you play that last note, bar 8? Just hold it. Just hold bar 8. Okay, saxes, sit out for a second. Listen to what the chord is. Everybody else? Flutes, sit out for now. And everybody play. Besides the saxes and flutes. Okay, it's not in tune yet, but it's better. Because there's so many saxophones, you guys have power. Total power in terms of dynamic. What you need to do is play softer and be more sensitive to what the chord is as opposed to playing the note well, which you're doing. So I want you to add another layer. Flutes. It's very difficult to tune them as a young player. So you're going to have to just experiment. Even if you think you're in tune, just roll it a bit out or roll it a bit in, because that's going to change the pitch, and then you can see whether you like it more or not. You'll know. You'll know immediately. But don't just take what you get. Experiment. Change. Always be looking for another way. Okay? Same chord. Can we have everybody? Can you sing your note? Do you think you can sing it? Da, 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 da. It's the 2 notes I hear mostly. Da, da. Sing one of those. Oh, someone sing that, or a few people. Oh, who's singing that? Da, go ahead, da, da. I know, it's scary. Okay, now play that. But you have to think that sound. You have to think it. Play it again. Okay, this is maybe 2, 3, 4% warmer. Why is it warmer? And what do we mean by warm? What's sound? It's warm because of the You know what it's supposed to sound like, and it's more in tune. So it sounds more inviting. It's kind of like you walk into a kitchen and you smell that food. That's the kind of chord you want to make. It has to be inviting. So it means you have to keep your awareness of it. Okay, from the beginning. Let's see if you can remember that chord now. You can get that when you get there. Beginning. 1, 2, ready. Better or worse than when we did it by itself? I think it's slightly better. But it's better than when you first played it. It's not as good as when we took it out of context. Da, 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 it's a third, whoever has that note has to go do. Bring the sound into here. One last time, guys. You're doing really well. Thanks for your cooperation. 1, 2, ready, go. Guys, that's about 15% or 20% better than even the one you played with rock. What did you do? You did use your stomach more, but what told your stomach what to do? You just listened. You used your musicianship. Your musicianship is the greatest tool you have. So don't play an instrument and think the instrument is the music. The instrument is an amplifier of your thoughts of music. When you put that talent, that's what talent is, guys. Talent is knowledge. Skill is something different. You have to train it. But you guys have been listening to music forever. So don't underestimate your thought about music, because that's the key to you guys playing immediately better. So I want to thank you very much for your performance today and wish you all the best. Thank you.